octave. Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Ballabha Jai Girivara Dari Jai Girivara Dari Gopi Jana Ballabha Jai Girivara Jai Girivara Dari Yasaranandana Rajajanaranjana Yasaranandana Rajajanaranjana Munatira Manusani Jayo Kunjabi Jai Kunja Bihari Munatira Manusani Jayo Kunjabi Jai Kunja Bihari Radha Madhava Jai Kunja Bihari Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Ballabha Jayo Girivara Jai Girivara Dari Janava Lava Jai Ho Girivara Jai Girivara Hari Gopi Janava Lava Jai Girivara Jai Girivara Jadi Yasuranandana Rajajanarandana Yasuranandana Jayo Rajajanarandana Anachari Jaya Kunja Vihari Jai Kunja Vihari Radhe Anachari Jai Ho Kunja Vihari Jai Kunja Vihari Radha Kunja Vihari Radha Jai Kunja Vihari Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Bolo. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Rama, Hare Hare, hey, Hare. Lord, pray. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, hey! Lord, pray. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Bolo, hey, Kirtan. Kirtan. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Kirtan. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, back home, Radhesham, Vrindavan, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Holy name. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Mercy, freedom. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Mercy. Oh. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Yeah. Oh. Hey, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama. Ha! Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Holy name. Yuga Dharma. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Kirtan forever. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram. Yeah, boy. Hey, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram. Yeah. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Kirtan, whoa! Radhe Shyam, Vrindavan. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Holy name Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Madhur, Madhur, Madhur. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Kirtan! Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This is it. Back home. Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hey! Krishna! Hey! Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nitai Gauranga Jai, Nitai Gauranga. Oh, Nitai Gauranga Jai, Nitai Gauranga. Oh, Nitai Gauranga Jai, Nitai Gauranga. Oh, Nitai Gauranga Jai, Nitai Gauranga. Nitai Gauranga Jai, Nitai Gauranga. Nitai Gauranga Jai, Gaur Hare. 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 Gauranga, Gauranga. Gauranga. Now do it. Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda, Nityananda Rama. Oh, Lord, Nityananda, Nityananda, Nityananda Rama. Nitai Gauranga Jai, Nitai Gauranga. Oh, Nitai Gauranga Jai, Nitai Gauranga. Oh, Nitai Gauranga Jai, Nitai Gauranga. Oh, Nitai Gauranga Jai, Nitai Gauranga. Hey! Nitai Gauranga Jai, Nitai Gauranga. Nitai Gauranga Jai, Nitai Gauranga. Hey, Nitai Gauranga Jai, Nitai Gauranga. Hey, Nitai Gauranga Jai, Nitai Gauranga. Hey, Nitai Gauranga Jai, Nitai Gauranga. Nitai Gauranga Jai, Gaur Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram. Go, go, go. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, holy name, yo. Hey, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Woo! Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Yellow. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram, Ram. Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Not too fast. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama. Whoa! Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram. Kirtan forever. Woo! Yeah, hey! Wow, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama. Hey! Wow, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram. Go, go, go! Wow, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Go! Woohoo! Wow, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Kirtan. Wow, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare. Go, 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 go. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram. Chant down. Go. Wow, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare. Wow, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Woo! Hey! Go! Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Go! Woo! Guranga! Yeah, Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Rama Rama Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Rama Rama Hare Hare. Oh! Yeah, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Gauranga. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Rama Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama. Go. One more. Oh, Hare Krishna Hare Rama Hare Hare. Yeah, Jai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Go Hari Bol. Jai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Kirtan forever. Jai Om Shripad Paramahansa. Party Bachakacharya Sri Simad. ISKCON Divinity Founder Shari Save with the whole Kali Yuga Ki. Shri Prabhupada Shri Radhanandeshwar Ki. Vrindavaneshwar Vishnu Giraj Gopinath Vamsivara Ki. Jagannath Sulan Baldev Ki. Snanyatra Ke. Shri Radhyatra Mahamahotsav Ke. Gaur Premanande. Glory to the Son of Devotee. Glory to the Son of Devotee. Glory to the Son of Devotee. Glory to Guru and Gauranga. Srila Prabhupada. Kirtan forever. It's a little late. We already had prasadam, so. But I'll say a few words on the request of the devotees. I'm actually going to tell a story, because that'll keep you awake. We've had lots of wonderful stories. Umagyan timidandasya kirangana shalakaya chaksunmiritam jena tasmai si gurave namaha Shri Chaitanya Madhobishtam Stapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadanti Svapadantikam Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasa Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama. Anil, thank you once again for inviting me into your bhajan kutir. Actually, as you said, it's not your home, it's Krishna's home, but you're the perfect caretaker of your home, your family, and as I see it, as a guest and a worldwide traveler, your home is the home to all Gaudiya Vaishnavas and all the people of London if they want to know something about Krishna consciousness. So again, a big round of applause for him. We've become very close friends over the years, and I deeply appreciate that friendship. It's very inspiring. A friend in need is a friend indeed. So we need as much help as we can get in getting back home, back to Godhead. So yesterday, I was choosing names for the initiation ceremony. I think it's a little too loud. I was choosing names for the initiation that we had in front of their lordships, Sri Sri Radhananda and Ishwara. And I was meditating on the fact that it's said in Shastra that the spiritual master is a representative of either Lord Nityananda or Srimati Radharani. So I was thinking in some small way, I'm a representative of Lord Nityananda, and I wanted to give a name of Lord Nityananda to one of the prospective disciples. Stand up. Stand up. He used to be called something like Wandu, or I thought it was wandering or something. So I thought of Nitai and I gave him the name Nityananda Mahajan. And I was reflecting again and again how Lord Chaitanya is merciful, but actually Nitai is even more merciful. Because if we study Chaitanya Charitamrita very carefully, we see that Mahaprabhu, he preached to the intelligentsia of society, and that's required. Maharaj Patra um, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, Prakashananda Saraswati, the head of the Mayavadis, Mahaprabhu, this was his task. But for the general people, he sent out Nitai. Nitai and Haridas Thakur. They really began the Sankirtan movement for the masses. They'd go door to door and they'd encourage people to chant. And we know the story of Jagai and Madhai. And one time we were in Geneva and Prabhupada said, all the people in Kali Yuga are Jagai Madhais. And I think that's me too. But yes, we were all delivered by the mercy of, especially Lord Nityananda, who went to the masses. And that reminded me of I was going to say a story, but it's actually a pastime, how my spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada, as a representative of Lord Nityananda, also delivered very, very fallen people. This attests to his greatness. I was thinking that one time in our Boston temple on the east coast of America, there was this devotee who was rascal. He wasn't following the principles very well. He wasn't finishing his rounds, and he was arguing and so many difficulties. So one day the temple president kicked him out. Hut, out you go. And Prabhupada came the next day on arrival to the temple. And this devotee somehow snuck in through the garage, up through the stairs, and into Prabhupada's room. He just walked into Prabhupada's room. And Prabhupada was a little surprised. And the temple president somehow heard that, and he came into the room and he said, "You rascal, I threw you out." And Prabhupada said, "No, he can stay." And the temple president, he told me later, he was shocked. Prabhupada said, "He can stay." And the TP said, but why? So Prabhupada said, because Lord Nityananda is very, very, very merciful. And thank God, well, he is God that he is, because we all have this opportunity. So I wanted to share with you another example of Prabhupada's mercy. I've told this pastime before, but it's like Ramayana. Ramayana, you can read the Ramayana, you can read the Bhagavatam, the Gita, over and over and over, and you always find some new lessons, some freshness, some inspiration. So you may have heard this pastime, but it's for me, I witnessed a miracle. We were doing Harinam in Paris every day, and we'd go all over the place, and sometimes we'd go to Pigalle. Pigalle was the lower market, where the poor people and the ruffians and the dacoits, they would do their shopping. I like to go there because I like to see the miracle of the holy name, and lighting people's faces up, and in some way getting some agyat sukriti, unknowing advancement in Krishna consciousness. I just relished chanting there. Sometimes in the market they throw fruits at us. One day a slab of meat came on my face, Hare Krishna, but we persevered. And we were giving out invitations to our temple. And I saw one of the Matajis approach a homeless person. He was, lying on the ground, half conscious, and his clothes were soiled, and, he was muttering something or other. And she came and gave him a card, and she said, "You can come visit the temple." And I went, "Oh, if he comes, it's going to be a scene," but okay. She said, "You can come, and our spiritual master is coming in a few days, and you can meet him." And I went, "Wait a minute, okay." Remember, Prabhupada's a representative of Lord Nityananda. So that passed. And the next few days, we were cleaning the temple, getting ready for Prabhupada's arrival. And there was this knock on the door. And I opened the door, and here was this, we say in French, le clochard, clochard. It's mean like, homeless person, no offense here, but homeless person, and he smelled terrible. And there were flies buzzing around him. It was that bad. And he said, well, I want to come and meet Babu Bud. He said, excuse me, I'm Babu Bud. No, 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 no. You. And I got him a plate of prasadam and said, you can't come in like this. You're not clean. I'm Babu Bud, he's saying. Because on the invitation, we were mentioning our guru's coming, and he just went to his head. So then I giving him the plate, but every day he'd come back at the same time. I don't think he'd taken a bath in probably 2 or 3 years. Definitely didn't brush his teeth. And the flies were always with him. The flies. So we we called him Pigpen, because the pigs live in the sloth and the muck and so in where the pigs live we called it the pig pen. So we gave him the name Pigpen, and we were satisfied that he couldn't speak very well. His mind was twisted with drugs. So the best we can do for the soul is just give him prasadam. So yeah, every day he'd come, and then the wonderful day arrived that Prabhupada came to our temple, and we just installed the previous year Radha Paris Ishwara. You have your London Ishwara, and we had Paris Ishwara. Prabhupada was very attached to those deities, actually. So he came, and the next day, Prabhupada went for his morning walk, and those were really transcendental experiences. Prabhupada, we'd walk with him, and you can hear in the tapes the tap of his cane in the audio on the morning walk. Walking, we were maybe 100 meters from the temple, and we were walking past a bushy area, and suddenly Pigpen appeared. He jumped like the Loch Ness monster. He jumped out of the bushes. It was terrifying. It's just, no, not. And he lunged at Prabhupada, and he grabbed Prabhupada's feet. And I thought immediately, we can't even touch those feet. What to speak of Pigpen in his greasy hands? So I told the brahmacharis, please take him away. And they pulled him away, and they jumped again, and he grabbed Prabhupada. Babubad, 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 babubad. So I pushed him aside, said, back in the bushes, come for prasadam another day. We kept on the walk. Prabhupada was undeterred. The whole time he had just beat back, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Prabhupada would chant Rama, 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 Hare Hare. And we walked past a beautiful lake in the Bois de Boulogne, and we came back, and just the pujaris had stayed behind to dress the deities for when Prabhupada was going to come back from his walk. And we came back and we walked in the door, and then there was a door to the temple room. And Prabhupada was the first one in. And suddenly, Pigpen, because no one was in the temple, he'd gotten in the temple room, and he was hiding behind the door. And as Prabhupada came in, boo-boo-bud! And he jumped and he grabbed Prabhupada's feet. And we could not pull him off. Boo-boo-bud! Boo-boo-bud! So then I came to Prabhupada, said, stop. He said, stop. And you could hear a pin drop. Then Prabhupada put his hand on Pigpen's head and he rubbed it like this. And then he said, now it is done. What does that mean? He said, now it is done. And I thought, what's done? Now it is done. And Pigpen became like this. He just sat against the wall. And Prabhupada said, all right, deity greeting. So we had deity greeting, and Pigpen's like, he's drooling and like that. And he's just sitting on the wall. And then Prabhupada uh, goes to give class. He sits on the Vyasasana. So I told the devotees, move Pigpen. Prabhupada said, no, let him stay. What? And the representative of Lord Nityananda, who has compassion for the most fallen souls. So Prabhupada gave class. And Pigpen would... And then we had Guru Puja after the class, and Pigpen was sitting against the wall, and nobody would move him because Prabhupada said, leave him alone. So then everything finished. Prabhupada went upstairs. Devotees went upstairs to have prasadam. And there was Pigpen in the temple room, stinking like high heaven. So someone said, we should take him out. I said, no, Prabhupada said, let him stay. So that means he gets to stay. And he said, stay what? For an hour? I said, hey, let's take a chance here. You know, we know that Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda have risen on the horizon of Goda like the sun and the moon for the benefit of the fallen conditioned souls. And they delivered Jagai Mada. And what's more, Lord Chaitanya showed the potency of the Mahamantra by delivering animals. I went to that place in Bihar, the Jharkhand forest. I went there. We went through the jungle and we found the place. There's some sadhus living there, where that kirtan took place. And because of that kirtan, the rocks melted in ecstasy. So I went there, and in the rocks, I saw the footprints of elephants. I saw the marks of the snakes sliding in ecstasy in the kirtan. I saw tigers' feet, and I saw deer's feet with the tigers. I saw it very clear. You could see all the different animals' footprints because in the kirtan, when Mahaprabhu was singing, and his servant was watching in astonishment. And then I discovered Lord Chaitanya's feet there. And I put my head on Mahaprabhu's feet, and and a little piece of that sculpting came and stuck in my forehead. And I pulled it out and I put it in a kavacha. So I wear that. You've seen I have that kavacha. Many things are in there. So I have a piece of Mahaprabhu's footprint there. And actually that goes for 2 kilometers. I followed it, me and my friends, we followed it, the footprints along the river. And then it goes into the jungle, and we had a guide. And I said, I'm following. He said, no. He said, there's still tigers here, Baba. You're not Lord Chaitanya. But I saw with my own eyes the deliverance of this. It's mystical. So I was thinking, okay, so Prabhupada said, so absolute. So I took Pigpen upstairs to the Brahmacharya ashram, and I stripped him down. I put him in the shower, and I got a brush. It took me an hour and a half to get all the dirt and the grime off. And then I brushed his teeth. Oh. I brushed his teeth and made him spit mouthwash out. And then I gave him a haircut. And then I put some copans on him. And I put a dhoti on him. And I put him in a room, and I gave him a set of beads. I said, you have to chant on these beads. So, all right, whatever. There was a Ra there, and there was a Ma somewhere there, so I thought, something will be there. And so he would come down and participate in the class, and I could tell he was listening to Prabhupada. He'd come, and he was just so many drugs and so many years of, so he'd sit in, but he would listen, against the wall. I could tell he was listening, like fixed listening, and Babupad. And this went on for the Prabhupada stayed for a week. And then Prabhupada left, and the temple president said, now it's time for Pigpen to leave because he's not doing anything. So I talked to him, I said, Pigpen. He responded to that name. I said, Pigpen, you got to do something here. You're going to have to leave. I sweep floor for Babupad. What? For Babupad. I sweep floor. So he would sweep the floor every morning after the morning program. And because he was so, dilute, take a long time. Hurry up, hurry up. Babu, Babu, sorry, I do, Babu. He saved me. So this went on for some time, a couple of months actually. And he started coming around a little bit, but, he started coming around. He was finally got the mantra, Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare, Hare Rama. And he finally got it, and he would chant. And I saw a difference in him. He started sweeping a little bit more, and he tried to read, but his brain was, I don't know what, he'd look at a page for like 1 hour. And then one day, I was getting ready to go on traveling Sankirtan. We had a van, and we had like 5 boys in the van. And we built the van up. We had boxes, and then we built a wooden kind of like a platform there, and our books were there, and we had a semi-kitchen there, and a bucket. We'd always bathe outside, even in the winter. We'd take the snow and melt it, and then we'd bathe with that. It was ecstasy. And we'd sleep, all 7 of us or 6 of us on the platform, and we were like sardines in a can. If one boy turned over, we'd all turn over. And then we'd have we'd get up 3:30 in the morning, even as winter, we'd go out and melt the snow, bathe, get back in, and I'd give class, right? And all the boys, because it was so cold. But we had our morning program. We persevered, and we chanted, and mainly we would cook, khichdi, and on Saturdays we'd have some sweet balls for years. We did that I did book distribution for 15 years. And it was ecstasy. And so we're getting in the van. We're going out. We have all the boxes. The boys, come on, boys, brahmacharis. Oh, we're going to go out and distribute. Oh! And our favorite place to distribute was a parking. It was a big complex called Kamforama. And I thought, that's the place to go because it has Ram's name there, Kamforama. It's a holy place, they tell the brahmachari. Holy place, Maharaj? Yeah, it's a holy place because it has Ram there. We'd stop the people and I'd say, hi, where are you coming from? I say, what's the name of this store? They look around, Kamforama. Thank you. So they said Ram's name. We distribute books. So we're, the van's empty, and then we're going with the boxes to get there. And who's sitting in the van? Pigpen. In his dhoti and his kirtan. He's got this little bag somebody gave him, and I think he finally had a toothbrush and something. He's sitting there. And I said, Pigpen, what are you doing here? I distribute books for Babu Bhat. Pigpen, you can hardly speak. And you're very sincere, but basically, your service is to sweep the floor. No, Babu Bhat saved me. I go Sankirtan. I said, okay. Oh, he got angry. I said, okay, you can come with us, but why don't you do this? We'll go out and distribute the books, and you can guard. What didn't really need this, I'll say, you can guard the books. No, I sell books, Babu Bhat. Listen, Pigpen, you do what I tell you. No. Okay, I didn't want to have a big argument. I said, you guard the van. So we arrived, we hadn't had prasadam yet. He was sitting in the front seat, and we were all back having prasadam. I heard it click, and I thought, well, what was that? Maybe, I don't know. And then we're taking prasadam at the parking lot. It's like 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning, because the whole morning we had our morning program, chanting our rounds, Bhagavatam class, Guru Puja, the whole thing, Tulsi Puja and everything. So we're having, and I look out the window, and there's Pigpen on the parking lot selling books. I went, oh my gosh, what are people going to think of the Hare Krishna movement if they see him? So I yelled out, Pigpen, get back here! No. I could see him, I could see Prabhupada, he was saying, he's distributing books. And I'm watching, and people are buying the books. This was France. In those days, it wasn't so easy. We had a bit of a reputation because the Catholic Church was very strong. And I'm eating the khichdi, and he just distributes one book. And I'm walking. These are big books, Bhagavad Gita en français, tel quel est. And then he goes, and he sells another book. And then by the time we finished the meal, he'd sold 8 Bhagavad Gitas. And in those days, I'd do 3 or 4 because my French wasn't very good, I would sell 3 or 4 a day in some small books. So he came back because his book bag was empty. And I tell you, the brahmacharis were like this. And we said, Pigpen, how did you do that? Pigpen, what did you say? So your Sankirtan devotees, that you have a mantra, but really they're buying you. I learned that on Sankirtan. Because I couldn't speak French, but I was selling books. And I'd be very blissful and positive and slap them on the back. And, you make friends with people. So the people, of course, maybe the mantra works, but really they buy you. They see, oh, this person's very happy, he's very blissful. There must be something in the book, so they buy it. Right, Sankirtan devotees? There's this exchange of, love, compassion. So Pigpen, I said, Pigpen, what did you say? And he said, what I say, I go people, I say, Prabhupada saved me, take book. And because of the sincerity that, like Bhakti Vinod Thakur said that we make advancement, we imbibe the spirit of devotion from other Vaishnavas. You imbibe their spirit. It's a question of association, Sangha. You imbibe, by their association, imbibe that Krishna consciousness. So I thought, here's a devotee who credited Prabhupada with taking him out of the gutter of material life. And when he said, because by that time he could say Prabhupada, save me. Please take book. People buy it immediately. And so we welcomed him on the Sankirtan party. He became, number 6, He snored like anything at night. That was one of the problems. And he relished prasadam. And he'd always say, he'd go like this, Prabhupada save me. This is the representative of Lord Nityananda. So time went on, and I'm not exaggerating. Time went on, and he became one of the top book distributors in the French Yatra. Yeah. And at one point, I made him Sankirtan leader for a certain part of France. And he got his mind back because he was addicted to chanting. Addicted. He wouldn't move out of the temple room until he chanted his 16 rounds. We'd have to out. Oh no, I finished my rounds. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. He'd chant like that. One time, one of my godbrothers, Pusta Krishna Maharaj, he was Prabhupada's secretary. And he was chanting japa with Prabhupada. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Prabhupada said, what nonsense you're chanting. Pusta Krishna said, I'm chanting the Maha Mantra. No, it's not Ram, it's Rama. You have to chant all the syllables to get the benefit of the Maha Mantra. So Pusta Krishna, from that day on, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare, like that. So Pigpen, he became, a Maharati. And then he'd give classes. Oh my God. His classes, after a few years, they're like Vaisheshika's classes, or your temple president in Soho Street, Mora, good speaker. He became a good speaker. He was actually an intelligent guy. But people like that, they take him into these institutions and they put him through all this therapy and they give him drugs. And no, all he needed was 2 things: the mercy of the spiritual master and the chanting of Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Prabhupada told us one time, he said, the reason I was successful in your country, America, I came with nothing. The reason I was successful is because I had full faith in the instructions of my spiritual master and the chanting of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. So Krishna says to Arjuna, armed with knowledge, stand and fight. We don't need many things. We need Guru Nishta, faith in our gurus, and we need faith in the holy name. So that's an instruction I got in Bury Place. When I came there, it's a long story, but I came to Prabhupada's room in Bury Place in 1971, and I was on my way to France. Prabhupada saw I was a little nervous. So he reached over the desk and he said, Indradyumna, you preach boldly and you have faith in the holy names. Now go. And the day before, he slapped me on the back in firm appreciation for a little service I did. And he said, so much endeavor in this material world. But when I take you back to Godhead, everything will be easy and sublime. So throughout my life, I've had many challenges. I've gone to places where no one goes, Amazon jungle, Mongolia, Russia in the communist days. I just thought, okay, there's going to be some difficulty. But Prabhupada said, one day he's going to take me home back to Godhead. So I can tolerate very easily like that. So this is who is Srila Prabhupada? We asked him one time, Srila Prabhupada, who are you? He went, if I told you, you'd faint. And we're not meant to speculate, but we can just imagine. And we're his servant. Our greatest accomplishment is that we're servants of a glorious master. And why would we ever leave that service? This is the mood of Prahlad Maharaj in the 7th canto. He's talking about Narada Muni in one of the verses. He said, how could I ever leave his service? We're united with all these great souls through the disciplic succession. And the blessings come when we carry on their work. There'll be many generations carrying on this work, and even distant generations from the period that Prabhupada came here, they'll get the full mercy by doing what that Nitya Siddha Brajbasi, pure devotee of the Lord in the spiritual world, did when he came here. He came and he preached till his very last breath, Krishna consciousness. So if we follow Prabhupada here and try to continue his mission here, that's our qualification for joining him again in the spiritual world. So that devotee, he eventually took initiation. And Prabhupada recognized him. He said, from this day forth, you shall be known as Rasada Das. Rasada Das. And, time went on. This was in the 70s. And, I left France to travel in different countries and so forth and so on. I lost touch with Rasada. And then, 2 years ago? There's a hospice. My godbrother Giriraj Swami built a hospice. It means a place where people can come and leave their bodies, not far from the Krishna Balarama Mandir. And I like to go there and, talk to sick devotees, have kirtan with them, hold their hand. Sometimes when they're dying, you're there, And someone came and said, Indradyumna Maharaj, there's a new occupant in the hospice. I said, okay, what's his name? Rasada. And I broke down crying. Because I'd seen Srila Prabhupada's mercy as a representative of Lord Nityananda. And it gave me so much faith in this movement. And it made me eager to go. Like, I keep thinking, one of my dreams is to take Harinam down Oxford Street. That's the main artery of this world, really, because so many people from around the world, they come to London and they're all walking down Oxford Street. And I'm coming back with a festival tour. In September, we're going to be doing indoor theater performances, Krishna conscious theater performances. That's one reason we're here now, to organize that. Mr. Agarwal has given a facility at Riverside to do that program. And part of the advertising, whether we need it or not, we're going to go down Oxford Street with our version of Harinam, balloons and flags and everyone dressed in dhotis and saris and giving out little pieces of halava and beautiful musical instruments. Premananda is going to play his flugelhorn and distribute the mercy, because I've seen how that mercy works. And I'm very happy this evening, I know it's getting a little late, to share that story with you, to give you faith in Sankirtan, in the chanting of Hare Krishna, and the incredible, unfathomable mercy of our founder Acharya, His Divine Grace, Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, who gave his heart and soul to this city of London. So you all carry on in that way and have faith that by going out and preaching Krishna consciousness, you can make many pig pens into Rasada Dasas. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. And before I finish, I have a present for Anil. I have a present for you. Hold on. This is during COVID. Many of you know I was stuck in Vrindavan. Usually I'm traveling constantly for many years, and all of a sudden Radharani slams the door, COVID, and I'm pacing the ground. And then, can someone open this for me? You want to open that? And then the door closes, so what am I going to do? I see my library, and I thought, well, I have to keep in touch with my disciples. That's my most important service. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read all the literatures, Prabhupada's books, and some of the books of the Goswamis, and just write about Braj. So remember, what's the Param Gatim? We know who we are. We know where we're going. So those lectures, there's 800 lectures now, and I'm just beginning about everything Vrindavan. And this is the fourth book, transcribed my lectures. This is the fourth book. Sri Radha and her 8 companions, the Astasakis. This is all about the Astasakis. You know, you go to Mayapur, you see Radha Madhava, there's 4 girls on the left, 4 on the right. And then, who are they? They're the Chitra, Indulekha, you know, all. And I studied very carefully. And there's a chapter on each of those Astasakis. Here's the chapter on Tunga Vidya. You see the beautiful illustrations there. A whole chapter. And everything I could find about Srimati Radharani, there's beautiful photographs as well. This is my gift to all of you. My service is a gift of love to all of you. This book's available. My secretary, Manjula, if you want one, she can arrange for you to get one. Very, very beautifully done, and rightfully so. All about Radharani and her 8 companions. So this is my love for Anil, Mr. Agarwal, is to give him this little piece of Sri Vrindavan Dham. Hare Krishna.
Maharaj, every book is amazing. How dedicatedly, the one couple of years back, I don't know when he get time to write this, take the picture.
That's true, actually, I don't know either.
Very special, very, very special.
Oh, thank you.
He'll distribute this, many of them. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Anil Agarwal ki,
Maharaj ki,
Srila Prabhupada ki, Nityananda Prabhu ki, Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu ki, Sri Sri Radha Londonishwara ki, all the preaching in London ki, throughout Great Britain ki, back home, back to Godhead ki, take the 14 worlds with us ki, Go Premanande! Hare Krishna. I still have a week here, so I'll see you tomorrow at Bhaktivedanta Manor for Snan Yatra. Hare Krishna.